Hey guys, Jen here, and I wanted to get a video up today. I wanted it to be makeup related, and so if you watched my haul yesterday, you know I got a couple of new items. I'm going to try those out, and I'm also going to be listening for my TV because I'm under a tornado watch right now, and so it's pretty important that I be able to hear that and do this. So this will keep me busy and my mind not crazy, and that'll keep me informed so I don't end up dead. All right? Thank you, Oklahoma, for your weather. All right, so just keep on watching. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. All right, so I got the ABH stick foundation in the color Ivory, and I've never used it. I've already primed my face. And the lady was like, oh, it's a little dry. You might want to put some oil underneath it. And I was like, well, I have super oily skin, so I think we'll be good. Yeah. So, I'm hoping that it works out good. The other one that I got, if it doesn't, was the Makeup Forever, the one I exchanged for my Huda, so we'll see. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Morphe E25 to get this kind of spread out. And I got this brush out of my Morphe Me monthly subscription. You get 3 to 8 brushes, and I always have a link down below if you want to get it. I'm not affiliated, I don't get anything for it, and when you first sign up, you get a free brush. So you get to pick, they give you like the choice of 3, and of course it changes every month, and you can choose which one you want for your free one. So that's pretty cool. You can stop it at any time, like pause it, skip a month. I mean, it's really a convenient kind of little subscription there, and I like it. So I would say this is not full coverage. It's not fully covering my freckles. It's not covering my zits and all my scarring from zits. So this might be more of like a summer foundation for me. Don't get me wrong, I really like it. I like the way it feels. And it has blended out really nicely, even with just the brush and no beauty blender. So I'll give it that. I got a piece of glitter on my forehead. So I like that. I like that it's feels good on my skin. It's not super heavy. It's not super sticky. It's not goopy or anything like that. It feels pretty nice. So yeah. I don't know. For me, I probably want a little more coverage, but that's just me. All right. I don't think I got any new like setting powder or anything like that, so I'm going to get my complexion and my brows and everything done, and when I get to eyeshadow, I'll come back to you, because today we are using the Razzle Dazzle Berry eyeshadow palette, which matches perfectly with my shirt. Alright, stay here. Okay, so I actually do have a new face product, and how I could forget about this, I will never know. It's the Morphe Lo-Fi 811, and it's the like bronzer contour colors here. So I'm gonna try this out. Let me get my brushes here, and then I'm gonna grab my crown brush. I love my crown brush so much for contouring. It's the best. But I use 2. I use this one for the darker color and then that one for the lighter color to kind of like blend out the edges of it. So yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of Donut and Debutante. I'm going to mix these 2 brown ones down here and try to get a good and fresh color. I mean, it's okay. It looks a little red on my skin, I'll say that. So, but we'll see when we go back through with the lighter color and kind of lighten it up. I mean, I like the way it looks. It just got really dark here where I live. So sorry about the room mood change. I'm under a tornado watch right now. And then I'm bringing the lighter color, Lateria, and I'm just kind of buffing out the topper edges of that bronzer that I just put on, and you see how it kind of like makes my face look finished. And I love doing that. I normally do it with like the Tarte Avenue palette, and I also have like Hoola and Hoola Light that I like to do that with. So, you know. And I think maybe Donut, yeah, I think maybe Donut alone is my color out of this palette. And that's okay, because there's still 4 highlighter shades that I get to try, and I can use those other darker contour shades definitely for like eyeshadow and things like that. It won't go away. So I'm going to use a Luxie angled brush, and I'm going to go ahead and contour out my nose here. And I like to use a smaller brush because it can get in there, and then I don't have to like go back and fix lines and all that. Hang on. Uh-oh, my satellite service just went out, folks. So I need to turn on the weather on my phone and make sure I'm not about to get hit by a tornado. So, love you the most. This is working out good. I'll be right back. Okay, so they're saying like where I live right now, 60-mile-an-hour wind, torrential rainfall already happening. I can hear it. And tornadoes. So I'm freaking out, but I'm just gonna go on ahead with myself. I don't want to use a pop of coral. Let's see, a pop of rose. Yeah. So I'm gonna use some Legendary and some Driven. I love these Morphe blush palettes. So I was thinking I would probably love the Morphe, what do you call them? Bronzer and highlighter. I don't own the rights to that. It's the News Channel 6 Oklahoma weather, and I'm watching it and videoing because this is my life, and you guys should be a part of my life, right? So scary. Oh, it's just around Uchi. It's freaking everybody out at the news station because it's sticking out and they can see it. That's where I live. Here I am, just getting ready. About to die, looking pretty and shit. Okay. No worries. No worries. Okay, so I will say this foundation, I haven't really had to set anything. No setting powder, nothing like that, because it looks really good and I don't think it needs to be set. We're just going to blend some of this out and make it look super pretty and blend it in. Like it. Okay, now then, let's get to it. Alright, the Too Faced eyeshadow palette. Maybe I should turn this down a little. Hang on, he's talking about the southern part of the line right where I am. BRB, love you. Okay, well, I'm trying not to freak out, and I can still hear the TV, but I'm just gotta finish getting ready because I'm gonna have to pick up my son, and we're gonna have to go places and do things, and maybe we might be changing that plan. Hang on, hold up right there. Okay, so when I don't have, I love this palette so much. And I'm almost hit pan on these two as well. But when I don't have a base color in an eyeshadow palette that's matte, I just go in here with these two colors and I just set my lid. And I do this with my large shader brush. Oh, I need to do my eyebrows first. Alright, well, I'll finish doing this so you guys can see this step for the eyeshadow. Ah! And then I'll come back after I do my brows. Alright, well, the eyes are set and ready to go. BRB, love you, love me. Hope I don't fly away in thee. And it'll like process, you know what I'm saying? Eat that, James Charles. Ah! Okay, I don't think anybody's gonna die today. And my eyebrows are done. I'm ready to go on the eyeshadow. So we're gonna use this palette here, but I feel like I need one color like lighter to do like a transition to work with this palette. So I got the Friendcation palette out, and I'm going to go ahead and use the color Basic to go ahead and get that prepped up, primed, and ready to go. And per usual, I'm going to be using my unique blending brush to start this process because it's the one I like the best for this. And if you're new to my channel, I have hooded eyes, so I definitely like to look up and do different techniques than other people because when I look forward, as you can see, the color has dis-a-fucking-peared. So I gotta do things a little differently than most people. But I am not the only one with hooded eyes, and that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. If you have hooded eyes, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with your eyes. It just means you have a different eye shape. And you have to know how to do these things. So, maybe... Oh, the lighting's terrible in the other room, even with my lights on, because I was like, I'm going to go in here and do it in here, but it's not working, so no. I was going to say, maybe I can zoom. Oh, but I can't. Okay. So I'm going to come over here and do this to the other eye, and what I do is with my eye open, I place the shadow above the crease. Not all the way up to the brow, but just under. And that's where I start my first transition color. Ta-da! I'll tell you what though, I sure do like the Dose of Colors eyeshadows. They're some of my favorites, and I think I'm going to do like an actual sit down and use each palette I have for a video. Because I have all of the little like 5 pans, and I have the I Love Sarah E, and now I have this one. I just think they're really, really good. They blend well, and like this light pink actually ends up looking so good on the skin tone that I have. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go into this color here, Bad to the Berry, on the same brush, and I'm just going to go a little bit lower than where I had the other color. Dun, 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 dun. Now I know because I have the other palette that this one kind of has different textures per the different shadows, which I don't mind. I actually kind of appreciate that they make different options for you, and that they don't try to like do all the same formula and have some of the shadows really suck and some of the shadows be really good. So I like it. I know a lot of people were complaining, but I appreciate it. It means that they gave a damn and they took the time to put formula together that was cohesive with each other and works well, and I like that. Alright, so we're just going to keep blending here. And I keep shifting because the light looks different in my mirror than it looks in the camera. So in case you're wondering what I'm doing, moving around so much, making you dizzy and making the camera work extra hard to autofocus, that's what. So we're like under a tornado watch, severe thunderstorm watch, and my satellite went out for a minute and it was like total satellite loss, and I'm like, nope, that shit won't work. I'm gonna have to crawl on top of the house. So it did come back on, but I was kind of panicking for a minute because the wind's blowing at like 60 miles an hour. And when you live out on the prairie, that is pretty fucking quick, and it's really loud. It sounds really loud. Alright. Now then, I am going to go in with the next color. I think it's going to be this one, this purple one, Razzle. And maybe not. I'm going to go in with a different, I'm going to go in my pencil brush here. And I'm going to take the first color that I used and I'm going to go all along the bottom here. And we're going to do to the bottom what we did to the top really quickly. And this is going to be a fairly simple eyeshadow look because of A, the palette, and B, because of like appropriateness to where I'm going today. Alright. Then we're going to go into the other transition shade that we used, and we're just going to go about halfway with that one. I am like dying to use some of these other colors though. They're so pretty. I just don't usually use shimmers like on the outer corners and things like that with saggy kind of eyes like I have, being it that they're hooded. It doesn't look as flattering. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Razzle. Wait. What? Boysenberry, I think. Hang on. Yeah, Boysenberry. Okay. It's confusing how the names are on the back. And we're just going to put this on the outer corner. Huh. And then I'm going to work that up. I'm also using an M506 Morphe brush because it's kind of a small type blender brush and it really gets into little tiny tight spaces, and I like that about the brush. Alright. Now then. Again, looking forward with this color, I'm going to apply it to the outer corner here. And that way the color is not hidden. And then I'm going to pick up a Morphe E30 and I'm just going to blend that out and on the bottom. Dun, dun, dun. So it really blended the color nicely. I think it looks pretty good. Obviously you're tilted down, and so if you were looking right at me, you would be able to see a little better. Sorry, I know that's distracting. That's why I did it the way I did it. Alright, let's go back with that other brush and do the same thing to this eye, and then I'm going to do that off camera. Since you already know how to do this part, I'm going to do this one, and then I'll come back and we'll add shimmer to the lid, alright? Okay, so I know it looks a little crazy right now, but I got them both even, and then I ended up having to deepen with this pink color right here, Buried Treasure. And to be honest, I really like it, but I haven't done my concealer yet, and I haven't set my face with powder, so we can still clean this up, no problems. Alright, so I want to go in with this color, 1, 2, 3, Boysenberry. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. A lot of the names are confusing. I don't think they're in the right order, and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go in with an E55, and I'm going to grab that color right there. We're going to see if we can apply this with a brush instead of our finger first. And I don't know about that, so. Ooh, look at that. That went on really nice. It's getting on my face, but it's really nice. And we're just going to shade up and lighten that part of the eye out. And we'll just do the same thing here. I'm just kind of patting the pieces back down into there. And I haven't put any primer or anything down. I haven't used my Locket by Kat Von D either. I really wanted to see how this would perform on its own, and it has been phenomenal. This stuff is so pretty. Like, legit works so good. There is a little bit of like, because obviously it's kind of glittery and so it's a little chunky. And we'll just clean that up, and then we're about to go in here with some concealer and do our under eyes. That added some, well, some shimmer to the nose. So you might want to apply that with your finger moving forward, but for this video's sake, I did not want to do that. And then I'll probably use this color for the inner corner. So Well, let's go ahead and go in with some Josie Marian Vibrancy. And I'm just going to put it underneath here. And then I'm going to use a brush. And I like to use my Crown brush. This is the nice angled one. And I like to use this because it's a good like stippling. But it also just goes down right where you want it. So we can put it down where we want it, and then we can blend it out. And if we need to, we can grab a sponge. And I love my little diamond one, if you guys do not know. This diamond sponge is so good. And then, oh, where did it go? We'll just go in with our foundation brush and clean that up. I do not know why my camera keeps going out of focus. I am really sorry. There we go. Get that cleaned up really nicely underneath there, and then we can go set it. And I like this concealer, especially for like mature under eyes. If you have sagging, wrinkling, creasing, and it's not makeup that makes you crease. If you have creasy under eyes, you know it's just the skin underneath your eye and you can't do anything about it. And no makeup is going to change that. So come to terms with your under eyes and all will be well. All right. And then one last time, clean this up with a foundation brush and get those lines nice and sharp. Dun, 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 dun. And then what I like to do is come in with my Park Avenue. And of course I like to use my dual fiber crown brush. And I'm just going to go along underneath here. And I like to dip into both of these colors. I think one is too pink and one is too yellow, so when you mix them, I think they turn out pretty dang good. And ta-da! Maybe. Yes. Okay, so I'll be right back with the finished look and let you guys see, but that is it. So we're just going to pull it together so it looks complete, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I really felt like it needed something, and I just stuck a little bit of this really dark color here, the next to the last color, and I'm just barely putting any in there. And we're just going to deepen that up right there, but not a lot. I just felt like the inner corner or the outer corner just needed a little deepening for it to look right. And so I'm just going ahead and doing a little bitty bit, like literally just went with my brush and that was it. And just bring that a little bit and a little bit. Now I'm going to go finish it. Be right back. Okay, so here's the finished eye look. Told you it wasn't going to look crazy once I got my eyeliner and mascara and all that on. I think it looks really hot. So, I used a little bit of Froze by the Tarte Paint Pot in the inner corner. And I literally used every single color except for the last one in this palette to create this look. This darker one was literally did not take much in the outer corner, but it really added something special to this look, I feel like. This palette is so good. The color payoff is spot on. What it looks like in the pan is what it looks like on the eyes. And these foiled like shimmer shadows went on with a dry brush like a freaking dream. So I would say yes to this. I finished off the look with some Cause I'm Black and of course Epic and Telescopic mascaras. Oh, and I've been loving the little sample of the Lash Craft Big Volume by Sephora brand. So I want to pick that up. It's $14. So what I want to do is go ahead and go on in with a highlight out of this palette, and then we will finish this little bitty up. I always like to use a wet brush for my highlighter, so we're going to MAC Fix Plus it, and I need some of that. Anybody buying Christmas can get some. I'm going to go into the color Cosmic here, and we're just going to see how this pays off. Whew. Pleasantly surprised. I like to bring it up just a little. I'm going to add a little bit of Supernova to that and just kind of brighten that up. And down the nose, tip of the nose, Cupid's bow. Yeah. All in all, I think it looks good. I think the foundation stick has, it's let everything kind of show through, but it does feel good on the skin, and I didn't have to set it with a bunch of powder, so I can appreciate that about it. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend out all that for just a minute. And then I'm going to go in with, I love the Morphe setting spray, which is what I do, and then I do my highlight. I love the way that this mists, but I like to mix my Unique and my Too Faced Peach Mist for mattifying purposes. And this is what I like to finish with. Now then, let's talk about what we're going to do on the lips. And since we're using the Too Faced Tutti Frutti collection, I'm going to go ahead and use Grin and Bear It. I love this color. I love this formula. I wish they would make a matte in this formula though. So good. And I think it goes super good with this look. Oh yeah, that's it right there. Work it, girl. Do your thing in your own bathroom. Work. All right, so I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Do good, be good, you are good. If you like this look, give me a thumbs up and let me know what I should review next. See you guys later. Bye-bye.